Hey guys, Luke here, and welcome to episode 8 of my Be a Pro series on Rugby League Live 3. Now, hopefully you're enjoying it so far, and make sure you leave a like if you enjoy it at the end of the video and that sort of stuff. I'll remind you then. But moving into this episode, taking on the Penrith Panthers and the Melbourne Storm. So, interesting for us, the Panthers have got a really good under 20 side, and I think we might have played them in the preseason. We played them round 1, that's right. Played them round 1, we had a loss. We didn't really play that well at the start, but it was at the start of the season. Our players improved a hell of a lot since then, and we'll have to say Melbourne Storm, same goes to them. We played them pretty early on and pretty sure they smashed us, so looking for a little bit of redemption. And we did have a pretty good game. The last game I think was against Dragons, I think it was, can't remember who it was exactly, but whoever it was, we had a pretty good game. Unfortunately for us, Panthers started off really strong, and it just really poor discipline from our side. I'm finding not only am I forcing offloads, but the whole side in general was forcing a lot of offloads, and maybe that's just due to some low confidence from our play. Well, not low confidence, but because the team's been playing shit, we're just looking to try and take advantage of every opportunity. And sometimes you just have to know when to take a tackle, and I don't think our team can do it very often, and we just considered a really poor try. It was just a kick and chase, draw and pass really, but we have an opportunity here. We take it around the first defender, and we've got a hell of a lot of space. They put up a bomb, and you don't want to do that to us, and I think that was very Jared Hayne-Esque. I think he actually did score against the Panthers as well, so that's a bit of a coincidence, but yeah, we just beat the first defender, and after that, there was no chance, but we'll take a look at the try again on replay. You can see they put up a bomb. Not the best camera angle that I've got going on here, but just shows how much space we had. I'm not sure exactly who that is coming across in defence there, but he had no chance. And it is the fullback, so there was a good foot race going on there, but our player is one of the fastest in the league at this stage. First grade standards might not be the fastest, but on this game at least, in under 20s, we're really good. Now we come up with a really important tackle there as well. 22 minutes in, we should have conceded a try there, another drop ball, and this time it's like in dry weather, so there's no excuses for that one. It's a little bit of a shame we couldn't capitalise on that, a little fumble there from dummy half. Would have been nice. And we do come up with a pretty poor kick. We haven't got the greatest distance on the kicks. We know what to do with the kicks, just a matter of improving the actual kick itself. But yeah, in terms of finding space, that's not the issue, it's just the distance. So once we get that sorted, we can probably do a little bit more kicking. But yeah, our defence is definitely what we need to work on. I say it every episode, our defence just isn't up to scratch. And I thought it was stamina, but as you can see, yeah, we got perfect stamina at this stage, and still conceding missed tackles. So I'm not really sure if stamina plays a part or not. I mean, at the end of the game, of course, does make an issue, plays a part in it, but right now it's not. Now they come up with a really strange decision there to kick it, and I also made a strange decision to try and cut back and try and beat the first defender. I could have just ran around him instead of trying to cut back and go the other way, and it was hard to explain, but it's really stupid play from me. But yeah, 56 minute here, we just go for the gap, and I think that's what we do best, just hit the gaps. We usually got enough pace to sort of get halfway through it. They had a start on us, so that didn't help in terms of converting into a try, but the Panthers are going to convert the try. As you can see here, we didn't even bother chasing once we got bumped off. There was just no stopping that. You can say that's poor from us, but I think that's just conserving energy. Why sprint? We know our player tires out very quickly, so why bother chasing after something that's not going to happen? It's not going to help it. We're not going to stop them from getting like close to the post or anything. And then once again, just missing another simple tackle, and it is a winger this time. And when you go let wingers score like that, that's just poor. I know he did step around us, so I mean you could argue that it was a good step from the winger, but I mean that's just very poor from us, and going to create yet another line break. And they're able to pick up those balls from around their ankles. Why can't we? It's super annoying. But it does show the difference in qualities from these under-20 side, and the Panthers are known for being a really strong under-20 side, and we're getting destroyed. 14-6 it is, and we had one final opportunity to sort of create a line break, and it just didn't work out. And I mean, we did score a really nice try there, and obviously that is a great positive, but I think the alarming thing was overall was our defence just still not there after all these episodes and all these points put into strength and defence and that. Still not really up to scratch. I'm not saying it's never going to happen. Obviously, it is going to happen pretty soon, you would think. Hopefully, by the end of the season, we'll be a good defender, but I was hoping we would have been a great defender by now. But I suppose it doesn't help the amount of times we're having to defend. I suppose you keep throwing enough shots at it, you're finally going to hit something. But we're just going to be following up here. You can see just a simple draw and pass, but the fullback didn't quite get drawn in enough, so he came across and made the tackle, but we're so close to going and scoring a try there. Very similar to this one here, although they're not going to score a try either, but I think it was Montoya who came up with the tackle there. So good work from the left-hand winger, creating the opportunity there. And then he passes it to us here. We have got a fair bit of space. Could have just passed, but we started to try and sort of step around them. They got a hold of us, but great leg drive from our player. And I think in that sense, this is where the strengths sort of come into play. And when we get tackled a few times, we're able to sort of just go through and push our way through. And we come up with a really shitty grubber to start off with, but that's not how the try was scored. We picked up the ball simple enough. You know, there you go. And then I'm not sure exactly what happened after that. I'm not sure if we dropped the ball or passed it straight to the guy, but wherever it was, the other team ended up with it, the Storm. They go and score a try. So 6-0 is at half-time. It was so annoying to concede that try, like, right on the brink of half-time. It seriously was half-time, so that's why we went for the little grubber anyway. So that was really annoying, thinking that, you know, nil all at half-time. You know, we've got a great chance in the game, and you know, it's probably deserved that scoreline. Instead, 6-0 down. So moving into the second half, we have started off quite well individually. See here, we put in a great little gap there. Instead, they pass it off so early, the second rower. And we're going to put ourselves in a position here to be on the receiving end of the ball in the last tackle. And we put in a really nice grubber there. That's the grubber that we want. And yeah, unfortunately, we couldn't get him in goal, but we did have great field position. And then we just given it up so easily. Now, I probably should be constricting the defense right here. But it's not something I think about when I'm playing this game for some reason, although I'm going to have to start thinking about it eventually. So we came up with a pretty poor, well, not a poor tackle. The tackle itself was alright, but they got the offload away, which caused a little bit of shit at the back because no one was there, but we sprinted our way back there and got hold of the winger. He gave us the ball. And then we had a pretty good kick return, but that kick we just did before was absolutely woeful, so that's a little bit disappointing. Maybe we just need to get out of the way for the fifth tackle option, just go for the bomb catch, even though we aren't very good at catching the bomb, but maybe we should just get in there. I think that time the reason I took the kick was due to the fact that the halfback had been tackled, so I had to get in there. So we just whipped up a bomb here, and then zero tackle. We're going to get the ball. We're going to step past one, and we should go in and score. No, we don't. They come up with a big tackle there. And then once again, fifth tackle, the line's just there. Go for it, son. And we can't. 78th minute it was, so very important tackle for the Storm. But they pass. I don't know why the hell they passed there. And initially I was like, oh, he's getting held up. But then he just dragged his way over there. Jackson Mariano scores a try. And that's going to mean we're going to have a draw. So that's the first draw we've had. Or maybe it's not the first draw we've had, but a draw. Well, it's looking like a draw unless we can come up with a miracle play this year, which we're not going to be able to, I wouldn't think. But they do create a lot of space here, and we were there in support a little bit. Probably should have passed to the winger, and then we could have got it off the winger maybe. I don't know, but there definitely was an opportunity there, but it just wasn't really going to happen. But one nice thing is that we had no errors in that game, so that's quite good, although missed tackles don't really count or whatever. So yeah, they could be errors. They definitely happened. But yeah, that's been a pretty good episode for us for the second game in terms of our ability going up. You can see we're in pretty good form as well in terms of what the game thinks as well, so that's nice. But if you can leave a like on the video, that'd be very much appreciated. Subscribe to my channel, follow me on Twitter, like me on Facebook, do all that sort of stuff. And make sure you leave a comment. I'll read all of them and I'll try and reply to all of them. And yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you for my next video. And check out my West Tigers videos as well. Bye, guys.